Hey guys, today we're going to take and put an oversized Acerbis gas tank on this 24300 XC-W. It's going to involve pulling the pump out, all the plastic. Obviously we got to take the seat and stuff off, so we'll get started on it. I've already taken the seat bolt out of the front. Get the bolts loose. So just getting the tank off is an 8mm or a 30 Torx. Either one will work. Everything that holds the shrouds on the front is 8mm as well. I think I'll go ahead and take the side panels off while it's on the bike. It takes a T30 Torx. These are the special headed screws that the seat slides down on. These are 6mm screws. There's 2 of those on each side. I've already got the radiator bolts out. Pull these 2 out. T30 Torx. Slide that one back, and then we'll pull this one out as well. To get the tank off, we need to unplug the fuel pump. This tab, you just lift up and pull it backwards, and then put it off to the side. On the gas hose, there's a button you push, and then it separates. This is the button, and you push it in, and it stays in until you lock it back into this, and we'll go over that when we get to that part. So now we're ready to take the tank off. Hose comes out, and we're ready to pull the pump out, which is 6mm again. So you want to be careful pulling it out because of the filter, the way the filter is on this. So filter comes out like that. It's just a sponge type filter. It sets down in a pocket. This piece here sets down in that, and that is what picks up the fuel. It's a little pocket, and it relies on you riding on rougher terrain to slosh it around to fill that up. That is why guys are saying that they can only get so many miles, not very many miles, 20 miles, 25, and they run out of gas. Well, they're not riding it on rough enough terrain to keep that slosh to fill that cup up for that pump to be able to suck it out. So you basically have to take and stop, lay the bike over, lay it back this direction, and then you can go again. I've had it happen on when I had a lot of trailhead that involved a lot of road riding. I have not had a problem with it when I was in the woods and on rougher terrain that kept the gas and the movement of the bike. I have not had a problem with that. You're still limited to your mileage with these smaller tanks. The bikes use more fuel now than they used to in the carbureted stuff. So that's why we're going to go put the Acerbis on and have that extra capacity to ride longer during the day. So we'll take and put this one in, and again, being as careful as you can, slide that in, get it seated, put your 4 screws in. We'll tighten those up, and then we will set the tank on. and put the plastic on it while it's sitting on the bike. Don't over tighten these, as you will strip them out. Okay, so we're ready to set the tank on, and it's kind of hard to get all this down in there to where you can get it to hook up. So you want to kind of get it started down in that direction. And I've got a hold of it there. So now I've got my fuel outlet there. I usually will take just a little bit of grease when I snap those back together. Putting grease around that, but there is a little filter inside. I'm going to go ahead and dig it out and put a new one in. I have a new one. It probably wouldn't hurt while we got it apart. I don't see any dirt or anything around it, which is good. So, but we'll still go ahead and put a new one in it. When you push these two together, it's going to make a distinct snap. So it's locked in. I've had guys call and say, hey, my bike won't start. First thing I ask is, have you had the tank off, and make sure that that is snapped together good. And that has happened several times, that it's just not snapped together, and the snap, you got to hear it lock itself in. So we can go ahead and plug the tank back in. Just push it in, and it'll fall back over, and the little knot will show up in between the groove there. Okay, so we're ready to put the plastic on. So those are the tabs I was talking about earlier that you need to make sure you get locked in. So then we'll go on and put the screws back in, the center down with the rubber boot, the bumper. You can either use a T30 Torx on these or an 8mm T-handle, or socket with a wrench if you want. Now we can go to the other side and get it put together like that. All right, I've got those screws in. I got the one that slides on for here. Got the one for the seat. Put that in. Put the radiator bolts in. Okay, I think we've got everything back in place. All our screws in where they're supposed to be. Pumps plugged in. That's another one, is guys will take their tank off to do whatever underneath, run wiring up to the front, and now my bike won't start. Did you plug the pump in? I'm not sure. So I have them pull the seat off while we're on the phone. Nope, I didn't plug it in. Plugged it in, bike fires right up. So just double check your work, look it over before you put your seat on. That way you don't have to worry about it not starting and wondering what happened. Seat slid on. Let me get the bolt for it, and we'll put that on. Get that screwed in. Okay guys, I got everything bolted up. Just need to put some fuel in it and get stuff geared up so we can go ride, and hopefully a lot farther than we used to.